The world is chock full of wonderfully weird and unbelievably beautiful buildings. Some make you stop and stare, wondering how they even exist, while others look like they belong in a dream, or maybe another planet. These aren't your typical skyscrapers or cookie-cutter office buildings. We're talking about gravity-defying towers, structures shaped like everyday objects, and designs that challenge everything we thought we knew about construction. Some of them push engineering to its absolute limits, while others make you question whether the architect was a genius or just messing with us. No matter how you feel about them, these buildings aren't forgettable. In this video, we'll explore 15 of the most unique buildings ever created by humans. Just don't blame us if you end up daydreaming about the perfect home all day afterward. Let's start off with number 15. Leaning Tower of Pisa, Italy. The Leaning Tower of Pisa is one of those buildings that needs no introduction, because, well, it's leaning. Built over 199 years, this 14th century marvel was never meant to tilt, but soft foundations had other plans. At 190 feet tall, the circular bell tower of Pisa Cathedral sports 7 floors of elegant columns, crowned by 7 massive bells, the largest tipping the scales at 3.5 tons. Of course, its biggest claim to fame is its almost 4-degree tilt, turning an architectural mishap into an icon of human curiosity. While you're in Duomo Square, don't just snap the classic holding up the tower photo. There's a whole lineup of architectural wonders to explore. Check out Camposanto's intricate cloisters, the ornate 13th century cathedral, and the Battistero di San Giovanni, home to breathtaking frescoes. And if you're up for a challenge, climb 273 steps to the top of the Leaning Tower for a view that's slightly off balance, just like the tower itself. Number 14. Cube Houses, Netherlands. Some buildings make you question reality. The cube houses of Rotterdam do it on purpose. Designed by Dutch architect Piet Bloem, these tilted, geometric homes look more like a futuristic puzzle than a place where people actually live. Perched atop hexagonal pylons, these yellow and gray cubes seem to defy gravity. But there's a method to the madness. Bloem's goal? To create a forest of houses, where each cube represents a tree. The result? A bizarre but brilliant urban space where the walls and windows slant at dizzying angles. The best way to experience this architectural oddity? Step inside the Keek Kubus Museum House and open to the public Cube House, where you can explore the compact, custom-designed furniture and the unconventional living spaces. Located near Block Station, Market Hall, and the Old Harbor, it's a must-see for anyone fascinated by modern architecture and out-of-the-box thinking. Number 13. The Bund Finance Center, Shanghai. The Bund Finance Center is a building in constant motion. Designed by Thomas Heatherwick and Norman Foster, it features 3 moving curtains made of overlapping steel tubes, which shift throughout the day, altering its appearance. The design takes inspiration from traditional Chinese opera, mimicking the fluidity of stage curtains while incorporating a striking bronze and gold color scheme. Located on the Bund, Shanghai's iconic waterfront, this building serves as a high-profile event space for exhibitions and conferences. The dynamic facade not only makes the building visually captivating, but also enhances its functionality, controlling light and temperature as it moves. A fusion of modern technology and cultural heritage, the Bund Finance Center is more than just an office and event space. It's a living sculpture, a testament to the architect's ability to blend innovation with tradition in one of the world's most dynamic cities. Number 12. Hemisfèric, Valencia. The Hemisfèric in Valencia is more than just an architectural marvel. It's a giant human eye brought to life. Designed by Santiago Calatrava, this futuristic dome-shaped structure is part of the City of Arts and Sciences, a cultural complex built on a former riverbed. Its design symbolizes perception and knowledge, a fitting theme for the IMAX 3D cinema and planetarium housed inside. What makes this building even more unique is its reflection on the surrounding water, which enhances the illusion of an eye staring into the sky. The structure is flanked by other avant-garde buildings, all contributing to an otherworldly landscape. Beyond its striking appearance, Hemisfèric offers immersive cinematic experiences where visitors can explore the universe, dive into the ocean, or travel through time, all from within its vast, domed theater. This is not just a building, it's a portal to new dimensions, making it one of Valencia's most unique attractions. Number 11. Longaberger Basket Building, Ohio. Some buildings make statements. The Longaberger Basket Building in Ohio shouts it. Designed as a giant picnic basket, this 7-story structure was the brainchild of Dave Longaberger, founder of the Longaberger Company, famous for handcrafted baskets. His vision? To turn the company's headquarters into a larger-than-life version of their best-selling product. Completed in 1997, the building features 2 massive handles, each weighing over 150 tons, and a meticulously designed exterior that replicates woven wood. Originally intended to be the first in a series of basket-shaped offices, the plan was abandoned after Longaberger's passing. For years, the quirky landmark sat vacant. But in 2020, it found new life as a luxury hotel, proving that even the most eccentric designs can have a second act. Whether seen as a masterpiece of novelty architecture or an oversized marketing gimmick, there's no denying. It's one of the most unforgettable buildings in the world. We mean, just look at it. You can put everything in this big basket. Number 10. Dancing House, Prague. Nicknamed Fred and Ginger, the Dancing House in Prague is a building that quite literally twists and turns. Designed by Frank Gehry in the 1990s, it breaks away from Prague's historical aesthetic, standing out among the city's centuries-old Baroque and Gothic architecture. The structure features 2 main towers, one curved inward like a dancer leaning into their partner, and the other standing tall, creating the illusion of a couple mid-waltz. While critics initially dismissed it as an architectural misfit, it quickly gained recognition as one of the most daring buildings in Europe. Today, the Dancing House is home to offices, a gallery, and a rooftop restaurant with panoramic views of Prague. And as they say, beauty is not in the eye of the beholder, it's in the way you dance. And this building definitely knows how to move. So put on your dancing shoes and come experience Prague's stunning skyline from a whole new perspective. Number 9. Crooked House, Poland. The Crooked House in Sopot, Poland, looks like something pulled straight out of a storybook fever dream. Designed by Zotinski and Zaleski in 2004, its wavy, distorted facade gives the impression that the building is melting or swaying in the wind. Part of a shopping center, the structure takes inspiration from fairy tale illustrations, particularly the whimsical artwork of Jan Marcin Sanser and Per Dahlberg. The curved walls and warped windows make it one of the most photographed landmarks in Poland, drawing tourists who can't resist its surreal charm. Despite its dreamlike appearance, the Crooked House is fully functional, housing cafes, shops, and offices. It's a rare example of architecture that feels alive as if it's breathing alongside the people inside. Whether you see it as a fantasy brought to life or an optical illusion made of bricks and glass, one thing's for sure, it redefines what a building can be. What do you say? Number 8. Stone House, Portugal. The Casa do Penedo, or Stone House in Portugal, is as close as you can get to living inside a prehistoric rock formation, except it was built between 1972 and 1974. Nestled between 4 massive stone boulders, this one-of-a-kind structure was inspired by the Flintstones, giving it a rugged, almost mythical appearance. Located in the Faith Mountains, the stone house has no electricity and relies on its natural stone walls for insulation. What started as a private rural retreat has since become a tourist attraction, drawing visitors fascinated by its seamless blend of nature and architecture. Inside, you'll find a small museum showcasing artifacts and photographs of its history. Despite its primitive look, the Casa do Penedo is a sturdy, well-crafted structure that has withstood time, weather, and even vandalism attempts. It stands as a testament to creative architecture, proving that even in the modern world, buildings can be one with nature. Number 7. Lotus Temple, New Delhi. The Lotus Temple in New Delhi isn't just a place of worship. It's an architectural symbol of peace and unity. Inspired by the lotus flower, this Baha'i house of worship was designed by Fariborz Sahba and completed in 1986. Its 27 marble petals form a stunning structure that appears to float above the surrounding gardens. Standing 40 meters high, the Lotus Temple can accommodate 2,500 visitors at once, welcoming people of all faiths to meditate, pray, or simply admire its beauty. Unlike traditional temples, it has no religious icons or altars, reinforcing the Baha'i belief in inclusivity. The temple's white marble facade glows beautifully under the sun, while at night, it's illuminated to enhance its serene presence. With its breathtaking symmetry and tranquil surroundings, the Lotus Temple is a place where you'll find peace and beauty. Number 6. Sheep and Dog Buildings, New Zealand. In Tirau, New Zealand, architecture gets a whimsical twist. The sheep and dog buildings, shaped like their namesakes, are some of the strangest yet most charming structures in the world. Originally built as visitor information centers, these buildings now serve as iconic roadside attractions that bring curious travelers to this small town. The first two buildings, a giant sheep and an oversized dog, were constructed in the 1990s using corrugated iron, a nod to New Zealand's agricultural roots. In 2016, a third structure was added, a massive ram, completing the farmyard trio. Beyond their quirky exteriors, these buildings serve a practical purpose, offering tourist information, local crafts, and a place to take the most uniquely New Zealand selfies. Whether you find them brilliant or bizarre, one thing's for sure: you won't see anything like them anywhere else in the world. Number 5. Sagrada Familia, Spain. The Sagrada Familia isn't just a church, it's a masterpiece in progress. One of Spain's most mesmerizing landmarks, this basilica is the brainchild of Antoni Gaudí, a Catalan architect whose imagination defied reality. Blending Spanish Gothic, Art Nouveau, and Catalan modernism, it's a structure unlike anything else on Earth. Construction started in 1882, and over 140 years later, it's still not finished. Gaudí himself never saw it completed. He tragically died in 1926 after being hit by a tram. But his legacy lives on, with plans for 18 towers, each loaded with meaning. 12 for the apostles, 4 for the evangelists, 1 for the Virgin Mary, and a towering centerpiece dedicated to Jesus Christ. Every inch of the Sagrada Familia tells a story. From the intricate sculptures of the Nativity facade to the dramatic carvings of the Passion facade, its details are hauntingly beautiful. Once inside, stained glass floods the basilica with color, creating a kaleidoscope effect that feels almost divine. All right, guys, now let's move to Number 4. Museu de Arte Contemporânea de Niterói, Rio de Janeiro. The Museu de Arte Contemporânea de Niterói, or in short, MAC, looks like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. Perched on a cliffside overlooking Guanabara Bay, this museum's futuristic disc-shaped design makes it one of Brazil's most striking landmarks. Designed by Oscar Niemeyer and completed in 1996, the 16-meter-tall UFO-like structure is supported by a thin, cylindrical base, giving it a floating appearance. A 60-meter-long curved ramp leads visitors inside, where they are greeted by an open, naturally lit space that perfectly complements the museum's contemporary art collection. The MAC isn't just about its exhibits. The building itself is a work of art. Its floor-to-ceiling windows provide panoramic views of Rio de Janeiro, making it a visual experience inside and out. If you want to see something unique, well, this building is it. Number 3. Sheraton Hotel, Huzhou. The Sheraton Huzhou Hot Spring Resort isn't just a hotel. It's an architectural marvel that rises from the water like a glowing horseshoe. Designed by Ma Yan-song, this 102-meter-tall structure sits on the shores of Lake Tai, creating a perfectly symmetrical reflection on the water's surface. Shaped like a giant glowing ring, the hotel is especially spectacular at night when LED lights illuminate its curved exterior, creating a mesmerizing light show. Inside, it houses 321 luxurious rooms, along with 4 fine dining restaurants, a fitness center, and a spa. Every detail of the Sheraton Huzhou is crafted for both elegance and spectacle. From its glass-bottom walkways to its panoramic lake views, the experience is as aesthetic as it is luxurious. It's a unique building in every sense. Number 2. Guggenheim Museum, Spain. The Guggenheim Museum Bilbao isn't just a place for art, it's a work of art itself. Designed by Frank Gehry and unveiled in 1997, its sculptural, titanium-clad exterior bends and twists like a vision from the future. It's an architectural marvel that single-handedly transformed Bilbao into a cultural hotspot. Step inside, and the magic continues. A massive glass atrium bathes the space in natural light, illuminating 3 levels of exhibits. Sweeping walkways, futuristic elevators, and fluid staircases connect 20 galleries, featuring everything from Mark Rothko's vivid paintings to Jeff Koons' playful sculptures. There's even an ever-changing rotation of contemporary exhibitions, so no 2 visits feel the same. But the Guggenheim isn't just about the art. It's also a feast for the senses. The on-site restaurant, Nerua, offers Michelin-starred fine dining, while the casual bistro lets you soak in the riverside views with a glass of good old wine in hand. Number 1. Sydney Opera House, Australia. Some buildings are famous, others are instantly recognizable. The Sydney Opera House, it's both. With its sail-like roof shimmering over the harbor, this UNESCO World Heritage Site has been the crown jewel of Australia's skyline since 1973. Designed by Danish architect Jørn Utzon, the Opera House's curved, shell-like structure is covered in over 1 million white mosaic tiles, perfectly contrasting against the deep blue of the harbor. But this place isn't just for show. It's a world-class music and performance venue hosting over 40 events every week. Curious to explore beyond the postcard view? Take a behind-the-scenes tour where you can wander through the concert halls, rehearsal rooms, and secret passageways. If you're feeling fancy, book a backstage tour for a rare look at the performer's world before they take the stage. And after the show, grab a seat at Benelong, a fine dining spot helmed by celebrity chef Peter Gilmore, or enjoy a cocktail at the Opera Bar, where the views are just as intoxicating as the drinks. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you soon.